Oh, I forgot where I was going. I'm going to Aogar's, or I'm going to Hengstacer Farms to talk to Aogar, and then I'm gonna head to the Shire. Tea. I don't think I have any other. Oh, I do have like the rest of the prologue and some few things that I didn't finish in Erdluin.
What can I do for you?
Oh my goodness, hi Sissa. Let me... whose stream do we think I should pin? Maybe Goshil and Lutz? Hello, friends. Let me make sure I get everything set up. After I almost crashed out over fishing yesterday, I decided to skip it for today and probably for tomorrow and pick it up on Monday. Because it's gonna start getting to where I have to like level. So I think what I'm gonna do on Monday is record only the fishing parts, but then stream all the leveling. Whatever amalgamation of all this footage I'm getting is gonna be, it's...
What do you need?
Does he only go back to Westbury? No, he goes to Trestlebridge too. I don't have any teleports. Because I already used my milestone skill. But I can get there. I think... Oh, I don't know if I have... I'll get there. It's not going to take 10 minutes. I think what it is that I have to deprogram myself from the way I was running stream in the subathon. Because in the subathon, if I wanted to switch games and game all day, that's what I was doing. But now I need to remember it's okay to just do one thing per day. Whether it's one game or one goal or one whatever. I also have uploaded absolutely zero of the VODs and recordings that I got during the subathon. I might do that on Wednesday. Or what I might want to do is like get through everything that I still have in the agenda and then take some time off to spend uploading. We're meeting. We meet at the Mickle Delving Stable Master. Okay, I don't have to get to Hobbiton. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought I had to go to Hobbiton, but now I've realized all I have to do is get to Mickle Delving. That makes things a little more simple. I think I might go ahead and cancel the quests I have in my quest log, because the likelihood of me going back and doing them is pretty low. So they're out of here.
How can I be of service?
All right, let's go Mickle Delving. Excuse me. Ah, I think I see some people already here.
How do you do?
Do I have crafting on this character? No. Is my microphone working? Yes. There we go. I feel like every morning when I get up to stream, it's like I've forgotten how. What's streaming precious indeed. The fellowship is slowly forming up.
Ho-ho-ho!
Big cheese. Oh, I should make sure I have my AirPods ready because I'm gonna lurk in Aubrey. I'm still here and I can still see what's going on, but
I think the echo was because of me.
Hello?
I hadn't
Oh,
muted.
yeah, it was. Yeah, you was picking up from your speakers, I think.
Yeah, so we fixed it.
No worries. How are you today?
there we go. God, I keep forgetting that my Discord profile picture is the ant from Bug's Life. I'm just joining VCs with no context. Kat, thank you for the raid. I'll give you a shout out.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
Hey, got your
Hello all, how are we? You are live.
greetings.
How's everybody doing today?
Awesome, thank you very much. How you doing?
Loot seems quieter than usual. Why is that?
Oh, I'm gonna
Might
have to
turn
fix
me
the
up. I had to
fellowship
turn
stuff.
the gain down on my microphone because it was distorting.
Cool, we turned you back up again. Awesome, thank you.
I've actually set my mic to actual proper levels instead of the excessively high levels I had.
Oh, right, fair enough.
I wish they would. What is this? Undocked. I'll just move it down. Oh my goodness, it's the weird one in chat. Thank you for that quick shout out, Sissa. Also, let me go ahead and why am I don't know how to operate Twitch. I'm getting ready to lurk in chat. Good morning, Aubrey. Oh, thank you for lurking, Loots. You guys, Loots and Ghost Shield streams are pinned if you want to go hang out in there too. Totally understandable, Sissa. Thank you for lurking.
Okay, why can't I hear anybody now?
I don't think anyone's talking, are they?
Quiet, are we?
I keep seeing your mouth move there, Lutz. And I'm
Yeah,
not
because I'm
hearing
talking
it.
to my stream, not to chat, not to voice. Yeah, I was just talking straight to my stream.
Oh, I think Slayer Saturday's on Peregrine today. So I think that's why Brewster has a character that you may not have seen before. I say I think like I didn't have to log into the server to get here. Four hours. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just logged into a server and got lucky. That's totally what happened.
Oh, excuse me.
Ooh, is Red Light Hunter like significantly not as good to play as it was before the
Whenever you are,
rework?
guys, whenever you are.
I was hoping it wouldn't be that way. Oof. Oh my goodness. You guys did Tomb of Elendil? I'm sad I missed it. Robot. No, I've already done Tomb of Elendil. Don't you get barbed arrow right away before you level? So does that mean that all of the specs are getting barbed arrow taken away and not necessarily given back? Unless you're redline. Hi, Gall. Somebody has a corgi named
It's
Socks.
awfully quiet in voice chat, isn't it?
Yeah, nobody's saying anything.
I'm saying everything to chat. Voice chat is secondary. Either that or I just forgot to push the button. I do apologize. We're too busy trying to work out what the French word for cheers is. And it would seem that chin chin is an option. And I thought chin chin was a British term, but it doesn't need to be, it would seem. So, yes,
So-
it's a more informal and playful way to say cheers, delivered from the sound of glasses clinking. Another option is, oh, to your health for... yeah, I can't pronounce any of this French. The letters in a French word does not add up to the sound of the French word. That.
It's Santé,
Yeah.
the French word for cheers is
But
Santé.
it's spelled
and what they
Santi.
use
You know, as in Santa Claus,
S-A-N-T,
probably.
S-A-N-T, with a little tick on the top.
Yeah, why does the E need a tick? Is it like special?
It's like Atasante, it means to your health.
I thought it was Sacre Bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Is that for cheese? I don't know.
No.
Voter Vervort or Wouter Vervort.
It's an exclamation of shock.
Thank you for the follow.
It's like saying, oh my god, you know.
Yeah.
So wait, I don't understand. Did they take away barbed arrow from non-spec and put it in
Elena
red
Winchester
spec?
Says, hi, Goshul. Hi, Ginger.
Hello, Winchester. How are you doing?
Okay. I'm on
Oh,
follow.
wow.
Right.
We have an Aubrey the Weird One in chat.
She is stalking the corridors of power. That's what she's doing. What the heck she's doing in my channel, I have no idea.
What server are we on today?
Peregrine.
Peregrine, yes indeed. We are on the Fool of a Took of a server.
Okay. Just
Anyway,
checking.
I'm on
I thought
follow. I'm
the
going
thing said
AFK for a
Landerville,
minute.
but-
Okay.
I thought the thing in the events thing said Landerville, and I was like, that can't be right.
Oh, I'm still dancing and there's no music playing. That's really embarrassing. Well,
Something I can earn.
what we're talking about is the rework. In the current stuff, where's...
If I remember right, it was Michael Delving this week.
Yep, opposite the Mickle Delving Stable Master. Anybody who's everybody is here? Wait, no, hang on, that's the wrong way around.
I don't know if I did it on this one. Let me
I know. That's crazy. Thank goodness I play a blue. I have the fishing pole equipped cosmetically. So I still have I have a sword, I think. Yeah.
Elena
Wasn't
says,
the
"Don't
point
blink,
of the
Goshul."
rework to improve the hunter DPS?
But I have to. Otherwise,
Eyes
my
dry
eyes
out.
get all dry and icky.
see Shire 0%, so I should be okay.
They also took away inductions for blue, right? Is that something you have to trait into to like lower your inductions, or do you just not get inductions on your skills in blue?
Nothing completed. Okay. Character has 2 extra.
No, after every rework for every class, you have to complain about how awful it is.
Where exactly are we meeting? Other than Michael Delvin? Right. Or did I already miss the...
Is yellow still fun? Or did they take away the fun part of yellow? I honestly thought they were going to do away with yellow completely and make it like a fundament.
Michael Delving?
Yes.
I thought yellow was fun. It had... Here's what it is. I didn't think yellow would be fun to try to advance through the game with, but I also thought
Yeah,
it
still
had
sitting, Michael
an
Delving, waiting
interesting
for everybody
motif.
to get sorted and get started.
Also, we should find out if Victoria is trying to join, because they haven't accepted the fellowship invite. I do think hoarding loot boxes is fun. Does that mean that my opinion has no credibility? That could be true. Sometimes when you're in the game and you see a bunch of people, you just linger there. I like the dress that Thundara has on.
we're at in the building? Are we hanging out until we're starting?
Mambo.
Out of curiosity.
What's the point of having bag space except to fill it up? Isn't the point of having bag space to be able to put things in
Hey, we
it?
can hear you.
So can I put the things I want in it?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, now I can't hear you. Just a second.
I don't
Oh
think we want
my.
to join the boundary.
That's okay, robot. You keep doing what you want to do. Ah. Just when I thought I was safe.
Hello.
Protect me, Cola.
Hello.
Okay.
Yo.
All right. I've got audio in both directions now. Yay.
Huzzah.
Yeah, I rebooted my computer earlier because I was having mouse issues, and it reset my audio settings. So you know how that goes.
Good gravy.
All right. Victoria inviting.
Agatha, Victoria needs an invite, please.
Yep. Yeah, I just threw one.
Just been done. Just been done. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. If you want to come do the
anybody
discovery
else
deeds with us, you
need-
can.
I don't see
I do.
anybody.
I just
You
put an X
are-
in OOC.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, we have
Doesn't
3
look like
raid
anyone
groups.
from mine.
Okay, cool.
So let me rearrange some things. See if we can
One
spread
second,
some
I'm trying to
things
get
out.
a hold of Valzy too, because I think she'll probably want to do this as well. If she's not already here.
There's a big. I kind of want to see this.
All right, that looks a little bit more even.
Let me look in the Lotro category.
All right, are we expecting anybody else? Did you say
think
someone
so.
else was on their way?
I think so. I'm checking with her now. I'm sending her a message.
All right.
Melinda isn't going to be here this week. She's on the road traveling.
Okay.
Ah, cool. Thank you. Thank you. I did not know.
And Wayne's off visiting family as well, so or friends.
There's a
What
level
happened?
111.
I don't.
Well, I'll give them an.
I don't even want to click on that.
The
To be
level
totally
111.
honest.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yay.
100
That's
level
gonna be
Lawmaster.
interesting.
Well, that'll make things go quick.
Robot, is that you?
Yeah, problem is if it goes too quickly, it means that the rest of the groups don't get credits.
Yeah.
Wizard's
yeah,
fire on its own, even if he was
Yeah.
naked, will just blitz the area.
Follow along.
They're in my chat. They're just gonna do the discovery deeds. They
Well,
thought it
don't
would
worry,
be funny.
I'll give the normal spiel about one-shotting things.
Mm-hmm.
So they can heal us, so that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
Hi,
And if they're
Xavier.
healing cross group, then they will get credit, yes.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you can't talk shit about a game that you have only played for so long, you know? When we talk crap about Lotro, it's in the interest
I
of
think that's a good idea.
like constructive
Sure,
criticism.
I'm gonna nick that idea off you. The Discord link.
It's because we want it to be a better
No
game
worries.
than it is. I mean, I already think it's a great game.
community, so we all share out.
You know, ours is in the
And,
interest
if
of
you're really
improvement.
fancy, you can do that overlay thing where it shows.
It's
you
not to go
speaking
play
on
a
the
game
screen.
that's gotten a lot of hype recently and judge it with zero understanding of
That
what
is
it's
true.
about.
Agatha, did you put a bookmark on that in Green Eye Gamers Discord for that? Because I know you told me about it, but I can't remember.
I thought I said something about it, but I don't know that I pinned that information.
Yeah, you can get a read on someone.
Yeah, I've no idea how to do that, to be honest.
I have a feeling that maybe
I do have it here.
There's a
Stream
site
kit.
that, yeah,
he played it a long time ago and only recently came back,
I think so.
if anything.
Rings a bell.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
I'm going AFK for a couple of minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
Quick,
Rings a
everybody
bell.
hide.
Anybody in Twitch or no?
I'm missing the beginning. Heck.
Are you talking about that overlay thing? It's an API between Discord and Twitch.
No. I was asking
Right.
if I was knocking anybody in Twitch to collab.
Oh, okay.
I've not set up for knocking yet.
Come on, Alice, are you gonna answer me? Stand by, I'll be right back.
Yeah, it looks like.
Okay, Elsie's busy. She's not doing it this weekend.
Okay. All right. Well, then I would say
Wait,
let's
I
get
think
started.
Snuggle Bunsies is on their way. Is Snuggle Bunsies already here?
Yeah. I mean,
Disease.
was it like a signature elite? Or something? But level 50 to 25, I can't think of any situation where what he said would be true. I mean, I don't want to be in here talking crap about him. But
God, it's usually me that you're waiting for.
we listen and we do not judge. But that doesn't mean that we don't give a nasty ass side eye.
I'm listening to Goshel's stream.
Yes, the stream of conscious BS. Never-ending stream, regretfully.
Well, I remember what happened last week, so there.
I'm glad one of us does. In fact, I think everybody
Oh,
else
there's
except me does.
Romancer. Okay, let me invite Romancer. Romancing on the Stone. Oh, that was a movie.
I hope you enjoy your food and that it
Walked out when you
resolves
said
the
that.
frustration, Yoki. Thank you for lurking.
Wow.
All right, are we ready to go, or are we still waiting on somebody?
Ah,
Okay, I'll take that as a yes.
Are my
Or a no.
fan noises being annoying?
I'm putting cola away.
All right, well, let's get started. Welcome to the Slayer Saturday for July the 5th. And some of us are celebrating a long weekend in the USA, a holiday weekend. Maybe some people did barbecue and things yesterday, but in any case, welcome to Slayer Saturday, and glad you could make it. We're here in the Shire, and for the Shire Slayer Saturday run, we do exploration deeds and Slayer deeds only. So we don't do any quests, so no delivering pies, no quick post, any of that nonsense. We just go around, kill things, explore things. It's roughly an hour and a half. We're getting a late start here, though. But in any case, unfortunately, it's also less Lotro points than the Arid Lewin one, but it's more casual and more relaxed. So there's pros and cons to them. So if you're new here, and I think most people here aren't, but if you are, and you are high level, then one thing to understand is that if you one-shot things, that's going to cause an imbalance because it'll only count for your group of the raid. It won't count for other groups of the raid. So please don't one-shot things. We do have at least one high-level, very high-level person here by Slayer Saturday standards. So if you could please not one-shot things, if you can cross-heal, I think at level 111, even an auto attack will probably one-shot things. So best thing to do would be either just to follow us, or if you could do some cross-healing of other people in other groups, that would help, because then we get the credit for the kills when you do that.
So
Yeah,
cross
okay, I
field,
just-
cross, anything that is not a direct attack will
Yeah.
be appropriate.
Yes, yeah, if you can debuff without actually doing damage, that's also good. That means that the rest of us can kill them faster, without, so other groups can get credit for it, and we won't get F-Sync. I don't think we have any hunters with Find the Path on, so that's not an issue. Try to
I got
stay
you,
within
robot.
one mini-map of me, the leader. I'm the character with the sun symbol over their head, which we call the cheese. So we need to stay within a certain distance so everybody gets credit for things. Also, if you don't stay close, you might get lost or you might go the wrong way. So in any case, I think we can probably get started. Just FYI, because we're in a raid, we won't be getting experience for killing creatures. We also won't be getting the normal range of drops as well, like task items, crafting materials, and things like that. You might get a few armor, jewelry, weapon items, but generally speaking, you won't be getting a lot of loot. And the good side of that is if you're a free-to-play player and have a small inventory, it's not as likely to fill up. So our first discovery here is the South Fields, and that will start the deed Farms of the Shire. Another thing is, if you have to go on follow, please announce that you're going to go on
Well, they're
follow,
trying to keep
and,
everyone in one group.
ideally, mention who you're following, because otherwise they might inadvertently jump a fence or scrape you off on a tree or something like that.
Anyway, I'm following you here, Arthur,
Okay.
for
Yep.
the simple fact. It's
And if
probably
someone-
the only way I can participate today because my hands are unhappy.
Ooh, sorry to hear that.
I'm on
But
follow
I
as
can
well,
be
but I'm
here
also
and I
watching.
can auto follow and still participate. My mouth works real good.
The important parts are working, huh?
Yeah, just my hands aren't working.
Yeah, if you have someone following you, then you need to be a little bit careful about fences and trees and lampposts and things like that.
He says jumping ahead.
I think for the
Well,
most
that
part,
was a shallow one. I don't think that would stop anybody. But these fences here that we're heading by right now, yeah, that would definitely screw things up.
usually
so
I
we're
think
gonna swing
most
by
people who
Brownlock's
attend are
farm.
more like level
Get
5.
that discovery, we can kill a few
And
wolves
a
along the
brand new
way, but
tune.
Our main wolf slaying will be later on. Oh yeah, yeah. If you have a mind to do the pork chopper deed on this character at some point, then you could kill a pig as well to get that started. It's a hidden deed, so nothing will come up, but it does progress the deed.
And if you're like me and planning on deleting the character when we're done today, don't worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
It doesn't matter if you're just gonna trash the character.
I was wondering why I didn't get bestowed
Make sure
the
you get
deed.
Brownlock's Farm Discovery there. Swung a little bit to the side of it.
Robot's just here for the
Some
ride.
wolves that we can kill. Get a head start on that. Yeah, the slaying part of this should go pretty fast because we have enough people. The challenge will be making sure everybody stays together and gets all the discoveries at the right times. Now we're going to go down and kill some slugs.
Oh, we're doing slugs instead of
We'll go
finishing
down to
wolves
the
here.
bog here, and then circle around and around and around. Please kill midges and toads as well as slugs, because there's some shared spawns that are going on, and if we only kill the slugs, then eventually we'll have nothing but midges and toads. So
Kill them all.
now our hands, on the other hand, we don't care about.
No, they don't share spawn points and or anything, so we just need to leave them alone.
So how many character slots did people buy while they were 85% off?
I didn't buy
What?
any. I have 40 already. I don't need more.
Didn't know they were 85% off. I don't go in the store very often.
Yeah, they were 90 Lotro points each.
Wow.
90?
I bought about 20 of them across about 4 or 5 different accounts. Because I always end up using them.
When was this? Because I didn't know about it.
That was the last week's sale. This week, yeah, this week they have 30% off Mithril Coin, which is also.
Oh, that's a
pretty good
person.
And Polaris.
You know,
And-
I done spent all
We're
my
trying to spread out here, guys. Can we try and get
on
together?
expansion.
I can't find the sun.
Here comes the sun. And it's
Ah, there you are.
alright.
I was following the wrong person.
Do I need to get out my firework pig?
I actually had mine out. I don't know where it went.
You mean this one?
Ooh, I'm falling behind, sorry.
But it's a bog. It's full of trees and things.
And trees and roots and ugly big bushes.
Yep, I went through all of my accounts to see if I had Lotro points available. The only one that I didn't really buy character slots on that I had the Lotro points for was my secondary account, and the only reason I didn't do that is because it's a premium account. It already has over like 25 character slots, and I don't play it that much, so. But on a lot of my free-to-play accounts, I bought character slots because if you're free-to-play and you're serious about it and you farm Lotro points, having a lot of character slots helps.
If you're only farming them, why is many slots important? Surely you can only play one at a time. So once you finish it, you dump it and roll another.
Well, it depends on what your farming strategy is. If you're doing it like we're doing it here, where you just create one character and farm it and then delete the character, that's one thing. But, you know, sometimes you want to combine it with festivals and other stuff that you want to do simultaneously. And so having
that
a
makes sense.
few extra character slots comes in handy. You know, Big Ed Mustafa is like the king of free-to-play. He's been free-to-play since the game launched. And he says he doesn't even, like, actually farm Lotro points. He just, like, plays the characters through and they get the Lotro points as they go. You know, that may not be the most efficient strategy, but it's less mind-numbing to just play a lot of characters. And he has lots of characters.
Fair enough.
He also tends to be a completionist.
Yeah, somewhat.
Sorry, I'm a little quiet. There's a lot going on.
If you watch him long enough, you figure out he tends to complete the whole area before he moves on.
I'm so
that
serious
helps too.
about free to play.
It's
I have 2
time-consuming.
lifetime accounts.
It gets you the Lotro points. Someone on Discord today was saying that it doesn't make any sense that at level cap you have to kill like 300 mobs in order to complete a Slayer deed, whereas like here you have to kill much less than that. And I just can't agree with that, because the newer players are the ones who need the Lotro points. You know, they need to buy storage, character slots, upgrades, quality of life stuff.
Expansions.
They're the ones.
Well-
Well,
It's
Yeah.
possible that
It
they're
doesn't
saying
go
they
immediately
could be-
from the 30 up to the 300, though. It increases a little bit with each level.
yeah, it's a great.
Well, yes and no, because I mean, right now we're in the Shire and there's 30, and if we go to Yonder Shire, which is only like maybe 10 levels higher than this, they're like 200 to 400.
Yeah, I think
Personally,
that's,
I think Slayer Deeds should be 30 no matter where you go, ever, like anywhere. You shouldn't have to kill 400 eventually.
yeah. Then there's Lang Reuben.
Oh, you decided to show up, huh?
Yeah, I did. I did. I got him 145. He was go do Pro the Beast.
The thing is, when the game first came out, the amount that you killed for the Slayer deeds was higher than what it is now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a lot higher. Yeah,
And people do not stop and think about that. That when it first came out,
wasn't it?
yes, you were killing 100 here in the Shire for the wolves and slugs. And they have cut that more than half.
Yeah, but also at that time it wasn't free to play, right? I mean, that was
No,
before
it was
free
not
to
free
play.
to play.
Oh, I'm
And there
falling
was no
behind
new
again.
ways to get it either.
Degrinding was very hard in Shadow Sangmordan.
Yeah, they didn't start giving Lotro points to the VIPs until after it went free to play, to encourage people to do the VIP.
Well, you had to do some of those deeds for virtue points, of course.
Yes,
So that was the main reason to do the deeds.
but still killing 200 and 300 in the Shire was massive. It was crazy.
Nightmare it was. If I remember
speaking of-
right, the flies were 150 or something like that.
The ones in Bree, oh,
Yeah.
Why am I
Speaking of
slow?
virtues, it is a virtue XP bonus weekend. What I do, what I do because I'm a min-maxer about such things, is I actually save up those virtue XP pots that you get from the Hobbit presents. I save up the higher denomination ones, and I don't drink them until a bonus weekend. Also, when you drink them, pop landscape removal, fearless or above, if you don't already have that, because that adds an extra 5% bonus. So that's the way to maximize your virtue stuff. That's another thing I did when I went through all my accounts and to buy character slots, is I also went through and did all their virtue XP.
Way out of zone.
10 out of 40 for me. Second.
All right,
I got 12 out of 40.
Have they changed how virtue XP boosts work? Because today we were using the virtue accelerator that gives you double the amount. We also had 10% running, also had difficulty turned on. And then when we started consuming the virtue script from the Vala, it wasn't using the bonus virtue.
Huh.
That bar wasn't moving even though it was full.
That's interesting.
Sometimes it looks full. Like, you'll be at 0, but like the bar will not necessarily full, but it looks like half.
Give me a minute.
Oh, okay.
It's on the left. So, like, you actually have to check the amount that you have, like by hovering over it.
Smoke.
To see if
Oh, I didn't try that, no.
Okay.
Just didn't see
A-
the bar
A
move
for a
and I
minute.
thought that's weird, so I logged out and back
Okay.
in again, and it made no difference.
Yeah, you can check it even now, like when you log back in, just like hover over it. It'll look like you'll have like that.
Do we
purple
suddenly
bar
have
will
less
be there.
people? Oh no,
Like,
they're just all on top of
once you
each
use it
other.
once, that purple bar is there, but like you'll be at 0 after you consume it, even though the purple bar is there. I just bugged that they've never fixed.
Does
cool,
anyone
thank you, I will
remember? Oh wait, no, I don't remember what tune I played.
What was the Lore Master? Meaty. Emmy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have so many tunes. I was just helping my friend. We're going to school and just pulling everything. The bleeds on the Mariner are insane. You get rummage, you get the knife one. That and flesh melts when it just melts them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, the rummage
Oh
skills...
my god, I never activated my
I thought
weirdness.
that the rummage skills were just like flavor skills. I didn't know that they were actually useful for anything.
No, you get the bleeds on your weapon, and then you get Lachey off, and you get any of the other bleeds. You literally just have to get your fire pot off, Lachey, that other breath of fire breath, and your knife, and they're like literally like dead in 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's a knife in that rummage that has an amazing bleed. Does decent damage for the initial, and then bleeds like crazy.
And it's stacked.
And it stacks.
That's
Thank
That's
you.
funny because I put all those rummage skills on the wiki and I never really looked at them. I was like, yeah, this is just flavor.
The stun is actually
Then
pretty
there's a
decent.
stone too that does a stun. And
Are we leaving? Oh no.
Like on a normal mob, it's usually half its health. One hit from that stone.
I put it.
Look at me, so eager to be done with slugs. I'm constantly being like, are we
Down by the
leaving?
swamp right now.
Yeah, we're circling around Rushok Fog, killing slugs.
Oh, and Shire. I put a Z in, M-E-M-E. Sorry, the holiday. I was
Yep.
sitting there holding my dog all weekend because of stupid fire. Ask CJ, because I had fireworks, and he's like, that sounds like it's right next door. And I'm like, it is.
I missed it after I went to bed last night. Now, yeah, he gets it my neighbor decided to pull the private fireworks display right outside my window.
I didn't go get I should probably get the QB. It's gonna be a
I give
regular.
it to them though. They're nice people and they don't normally do stuff.
Did y'all have a nice 4th of July? Did you go see the fireworks and everything?
I did not. They don't have a good fireworks display near where I live. We used to go down near the airport and they used to have a display, but they stopped doing that quite a few years ago. So I'd have to drive quite a bit. bunch of people on Thursday night were letting off some really
I think I need
loud
to-
fireworks. It's like, it's not the 4th yet, guys.
Oh, they usually, around here, they usually light them off for the entire month.
CJ, I'm gonna knock you.
Yep. Knock accepted.
You're doing my least
Okay.
favorite deed ever. He gets to listen to me cry all the time for that one. I hate that one. It's the one that I don't do on like all my tunes. Where's that?
Okay, how are we doing on progress? My group should get about 2440.
23 or 40 for me.
Where are you going that you haven't done? So when I get up there finally, I'm still in Erbilin.
We just did the Southfields discovery and Brownlock's farm discovery, and now we're in the bog. No, not that far in. We had a bit of a late start.
Well, if I want to go see fireworks, I can just go drive up 20 minutes and go to Disney World.
There's something that's like still a little bit too loud. I wonder if I should turn it down and then turn voices up.
Epcot ones you can just...
Can you see those from your house?
No, but we can hear them we can hear them sometimes. Right, can hear them, but those don't freak her out. Last night I had her sitting on my lap during my stream.
I'll catch up to them in a second.
Do you
Yeah,
know
my
how
cat
many
doesn't-
streamers I'm lurking on at the moment that are in this chat?
No, I just put mine up, so... You guys are gonna think I, like, don't wash my shirts. I have literally, like, 5 shirts I wear. And I'm too lazy to wear anything else.
I'm exactly the same. I have my streaming shirts that I wear, five or six of them.
Well, mine aren't
I
creative.
just don't put myself on camera.
You changed your channel name recently, Elzia.
Ow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to learn. I'm trying to do art, and I've been told it might be too long, but I'm trying to get. My goal for my stream channel is I'm going to take. I want to learn Blender, and I'm getting close to learning. Ask CJ. I've been
Oh,
doing
cool.
it like every day, and I want to go through Middle Earth. In every area that's in the game, I want to try and emulate that in my 3D self. So that is
I was planning to do that.
They're pitsing in the other
sort of-
chat.
almost exactly the same sort of thing.
And it's
at
stuck
one
in my
point.
head.
I was thinking of doing that, recreating Middle Earth.
Well, I'd be more than welcome to work with you on different areas. I mean, I'm learning it, but
I just haven't touched Blender for about 2 years now.
it's actually come along quite a ways.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah.
It was so daunting, and when the game came out, I looked at it. My husband's like, "Well, if you make a character and a person to see programs," I'm like,
It's a
"Yeah,
good
you make
song.
A character in the first level, a program something." It never happened because I couldn't get past it. So,
I have a feeling I'm going to be up and down all day today.
You alright, Ginger?
Up and
Nothing
down.
serious. Had to go out and
Inter-
douse the bonfire area.
oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
The kids are getting sticks loaded up for tonight. And last night's bonfire wasn't totally out, so it was smoking and they were panicking. And they're not allowed to play with the hose.
I would think there'd be a lot of bonfires.
I'm hoping I got enough water on it to keep it from smoking back up again and scaring them.
do you have kitty litter?
Huh?
Do you have kitty litter? That on it too, doesn't that help?
Yeah. They're gonna
Everything
relight
was
it
so loud,
tonight,
now it feels
so
really quiet.
just dousing it real good should ought to deal with the problem. And if it smokes again, the kids will come get me. It just means one more reason why I'm gonna stay on follow and just kind of tag along.
No, I don't want to louder that up again. I want it to be nice and mid.
reason that was my father-in-law was smoking outside, and when he was a thing of it, it reignited the, we had an ashtray thing, and it reignited it, and it caught our lawn on fire. But the ground was lit, and luckily it went out before it hit our neighbor's fence or the dog.
How are we doing on the deed completion? I'm almost finished.
31:40.
I need one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 1 2.
All right.
You-
Then let's
You missed the
let's
second
do a
one.
half circle around here.
I
and
need
then head
4.
down
I'm
to-
still catching up. I just hit Shire. Where should I meet you?
Probably.
Well, we'll be in Hobbiton pretty soon.
I didn't know that about the landscape though. That was
Yeah, it's only 5%. At Fearless, and you don't get any more than that if you go to higher landscape difficulties. But I mean, 5% is 5%, and all you
Better
need to
than
do is
0%.
yeah, you turn it on and you knock back those potions, and then you turn it off if you don't want it anymore, and that's it. It's real simple.
a lot like 3 Wars yesterday.
My cutoff is 150 Virtue XP. If it's a 50 or 100 pot, then I don't keep it in my inventory. I might still turn on landscape difficulty before consuming it, but anything that's 150 or higher, I keep in my vault, and then I wait until a Virtue bonus weekend, and then I consume it.
That's a good plan, that.
I had something big happen this week. I hit rank 12 on my Bjorn.
Ooh,
There we go.
congrats.
Like 7 years or something like that. Because I wasn't playing it religiously.
Okay, does everybody...
35 or 40.
Okay, still need a few more. All right.
I'm not gonna bother doing this.
Okay. Does the rank 12 come with a specific title, I assume?
No, you get a horse.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean, isn't there rank names for different ranks?
more couple,
Yeah.
what is it? Commander, it's, first market, right?
I think so, yeah. Oh, where are you at? I just saw you.
I wish they'd make a portrait for your rank, like you do instead of little.
You were dragging us through that on purpose, weren't you, Egg Arthur?
There's a slug.
Hey, if I'm going to be slowed, you guys can be slowed.
39.
There is, however, a new Free People's portrait, but it takes a ton of the current rare currency.
Okay.
You
Slug. This one will be 40 for me.
Okay. Does anybody else need more than one slug?
I am being eaten by all the mosquitoes in this one.
A bit like real white life, isn't it, for me?
Yeah. I like, you can see it. Alright, I'll stop.
All right.
Goes from day to night. Mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Aren't mosquitoes attracted to certain blood types? More
I
than
don't know.
others?
I mean, there are definitely people that don't attract them.
Mm.
At least as much. I think everybody attracts them to a certain point. But certain people are more attracted to the mosquitoes than other people.
So, did everybody get their Bog Slayer?
I got mine.
That Cobra is kind of freaky.
Are we doing wolves now? Sick.
You know, it's funny too, the fireworks that were going off, they were like, are those the little pop ones? I'm like, nope, they're the big in the air ones.
What's my title? The Undefeated. Okay.
Massacre the wolves.
the whole mosquitoes biting thing is kind of gross because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that it's only the females that do that
That's correct.
during the mating season or something. And what they do is they gorge up on your blood, and they can barely fly. So they find somewhere to stay, and then they, well, how to put this politely, they urinate all the water out because they can't use the water. They don't care for the water. They just care about all the platelets and blood cells and stuff. And then they can consume all of that, and then they can do their whole reproductive cycle. So it's all quite gross and nasty.
That's crazy. I didn't know that about mosquitoes. Kind of maybe could have gone my whole life without knowing that about mosquitoes.
And plasma, I guess. Well, I don't know. Is plasma mostly water? Blood plasma? I think it is.
Actually, no.
Isn't
has
plasma
a lot
stem
of other
cells?
stuff in it.
Lovely day, isn't it?
Okay.
I was just gonna say I don't think it is either. When you donate plasma, they put it through a centrifuge and then put everything else back in you.
Ah.
So like you get your water back. They just keep whatever the plasma part is.
Isn't plasma the vampire equivalent of vegan?
Maybe.
I don't know. I've had like 3 blood transfusions, so I should know that.
I'm still trying to absorb the thought of vegan vampires.
Vegan vampires are the
Imagine
ones
it.
that instead of going after people.
Wait,
go after
there's
animals.
cheese.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
suppose
know
that
if-
would probably be their equivalent, wouldn't it?
Yep. Make sure you get close enough to the fence here so that you get the apple doors discovery. You don't need to go into the orchard, but you do need to get close enough.
We're coming up to dusk, I think. We need to consider photographs now.
Oh, let's see. Let's take a
Oh,
look.
look at that red sky. That's nice, isn't it?
There's that nice picnic bench up here at the top of the hill. It
Hey,
should
I
have
made
good
a
lighting.
photo.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes to gloaming, so let's do the picnic. Thing. Now, then the question is, which way do we want to face?
Put the sunset behind us.
Where is the sun?
Sunset seems like where I'm point facing.
Okay, so like here.
You know where it has where the nicest sunset is? It's over in the premium housing instances for Rohan.
There you go. Proof that Middle Earth is actually set in England. The clouds are covering the sun.
Your pig is as big as my hobbit.
Alright, let me take
I'm gonna
off
do
the
a big
jeans.
stretch.
Like
So
that.
which way are we supposed to be facing?
Well,
The way the
if we
majority
want
face,
if we want
I
to
guess.
face this way, then I think we need to move out from under the tent. Otherwise, it's very difficult to place the camera.
Could just go up on
Let me
top of the
s-
hill over here.
We could put all the
Yeah.
hobbits on the table and everybody else stand behind them.
I think right here.
Facing this way, you think?
Like
It's
facing
actually,
toward the trees.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's
Which
better.
one's it
'cause
got? He hasn't got the cheese, so I have no idea what he looks like.
I'm a human hunter, female.
In
One of the
kind of a
tallest
brown
ones.
outfit.
Wait, half of us are
Right
faced one
here
way and
somewhere.
half of us are faced the other way. Which way?
No, I think we're mostly facing this way. It looks like a good
Are we
screenshot.
facing
And
west now?
I think we got a little bit of, well, not quite lens flare, but definitely some, what do you call it, diffusion.
I feel like I'm the only one without a cute and cuddly costume.
Okay, I got some shots. Let me put everything back here.
Nice.
Cheese. Nameplates.
I took 2 of them.
And well, I just need to get my bearings. Where are we?
If you're at the top of the hill, we go down the hill, we'll end up in the town.
Yep.
You put your bearings away.
Going towards the goblins. I'm assuming.
Yep. Yep. Brockenborings and then off to Gilfimble's Hole. Golfimble's Hole. You know, I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I played for years before I made the connection between Golfimble and golf.
Yeah, same here. Even though it's blatantly there in the story of the quests.
It's like, suddenly it's like,
Quest reading is for nerds.
course.
That's why I do it. I used to not. I've accepted my fate.
Isn't there a horse thing in that town? Or no?
Nope, not,
No, it's the one over across the river. Okay.
yeah, Brockenboring. There isn't one in Overhill. Should be, perhaps.
Now, just out of curiosity, like, do we just continue, like, leveling and deeding? Or do we just stop at some point and start over?
You mean as part of Slayer Saturday?
Yeah, like,
Or-
I mean,
Generally, people just create new characters each time. So we just do the same Arid Lewin and Shire runs, and people either just delete their characters or they keep them until they fill up their character slots, or whatever. But yeah, it's not a progressive thing where we go to higher and higher level zones, because it gets less efficient as you get to the higher level zones.
oh, it does, but I mean, I think it would still be kind of cool to, like, literally go through the entire game with a group this big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are leveling groups. You know, I'm part of some leveling groups with various streamers. Big Ed's group, for instance, we're getting near the level cap now. We started all the way from the beginning, months and months ago, and we've been leveling together. Almost
I wonder where the long run of the
exclusively,
Hobbits
and
goes.
we're approaching level cap. We're like 146, 147. So there is that.
If anyone wants an introduction to the Moors, our group that we have is very sociable and we're pretty chill. If you want to come and learn at any time, more than happy. I'm clamoring to help you. And sometimes Peregrine, I mean, it's probably the best place to learn on Peregrine because they're not gonna ruffle stop you.
Do you know what? I've played this game since beta, and I have never once played MVPN.
I went in there once. I was trying out what this monster class was, and then I forgot I was a monster class, and I saw a couple of creeps hanging about. So I thought I'd go and say hi to them, and they turned.
Hi
out
guys,
to
how's it
destroy
going?
me.
Well,
Yeah, basically. I know. I only got as far as the high part. I
There
was
was
dead
this-
after that. I never
and
went
Land-
back again.
On Landerville, they were doing this role-playing thing, and they went and had this slow ride like Orion does or whatever through the Etmore. And the creeps did not know about it, or they did, and everybody showed up and they ate them all. And the creeps were all upset that they ruined their role-playing immersive experience, but the creeps- actually, it's kind of fun.
Well, then there's that April Fool's thing too, right? Where
Yeah.
you have to run through as a chicken.
Or you gotta protect the chickens or kill the chickens, depending on what side you're on.
I sacrificed another chicken to make it on the original one. It wasn't my fault he ran into a tree. No, when you do these, and there's people actually questing, what is your? Do you just let them take them, or what do you do?
Well, I mean, I'll often throw them an invite if they want to join, in which case they can get their quest done while we run through. But we're not gonna stop our run
Yeah.
just because someone's questing.
I just didn't
mean,
know if there was protocol or something.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit iffy in terms of etiquette. But on the other hand, you know, we're
They're pretty quick
We're-
respawn, and you know we're done with it quite
A
quickly.
ton of goblins up here.
And
I don't think we're
we've
gonna
been
stop
doing
anyone
this
from
long
getting their
enough.
quests
Most
done.
people who have played this game know what's going on.
Oh wait, were you the raid that stole all my raidings that one time? I think I saw a raid come up and or harvest flies. I was up here one time and a raid came up and ate all my harvest flies. I was waiting to respawn. Now I was so mad.
no, that must have been someone else. No, we were off
Going the
that
wrong
thing.
way. We missed the camp down here. It's where the countdown ladies do their song thingy.
We were saving it for later.
Doodah, doodah.
What are you, an orcist? Nobody saves orcs.
You save them on your skewer for later.
Snack for later. Yeah. All right, I just my group
Before she's dead.
got the first tier of Goblin Slayer. How are other people doing?
24 out of 60.
24 out of 60.
28 out of 60.
Don't ask me how my group got ahead of everybody.
It's because I'm
Right.
awesome.
I have short legs.
Now where are we going? We're going the wrong way again. We forgot to go up the hill.
Did-
Dude, what's
did
going
we-
on here?
Did we miss
We're
the
going in
camp, or did we do the
circles, okay?
camp?
That was the camp we
We
just
haven't done
done.
the camp at the top of the hill.
Ah, okay. Well, I think we
A bunch of
determined that.
people. Left. Probably.
Left.
We
Ah,
don't actually go left. Yep, I think Lutz is right. Maybe we should do the left thing.
Only make left-hand turns.
thank you for waiting. Oh,
No politics, please.
You know what classes?
thank
are
you for
on-
joining us while you could, robot.
UPS actually.
No, I
only
was
makes right-hand
referring
turns when they
to-
drive.
I was just referring to left. That's all. Versus right.
Yeah,
Right.
no, I
Or-
got it. Yeah, UPS only makes right-hand turns. Like with
Yeah, I
the-
heard that. I'm still not convinced that that's really optimal, but I guess. You know.
It's not an optimization thing; it's a safety thing.
Mhm.
If you're driving and you only make left-hand turns when you come to turns, you're always kind of like going into traffic and you have to cross traffic.
You want
Of
to
course,
know
people
my...
in the people in the UK will have to reverse that because if they
Yeah.
drive on the wrong side of the road. Yeah.
But if you make right-hand turns, does that mean you always end up going in a circle?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, they actually it's funny to watch them. Like they'll go like down your street, make a
Taking
right hand
it
turn,
out.
then go back, and then they'll go back around to go up the next street instead of just making the left hand turn and being there. It's like so much faster to make the left hand turn, but they don't.
Don't mailmen do that too?
I don't know. I'm not sure about mailmen. Mailmen usually drive to a certain point and get out and walk.
None of our mailmen walk. It's not safe.
At least here, anyway.
Yeah, that would
Right,
depend on the
so it's done on
neighborhood.
our group.
I'm done.
Yep.
And I'm speaking as someone who used to live in the city of Detroit. I don't think those male people walked.
Well,
Look,
You know?
quit killing things.
We can kill
Let the
extra
other guy
anyway,
count
because
them.
you get your clutch fees.
Our group
I'll
is
do
done.
justice next.
Okay. We're still at 34 of 60.
So yeah,
Or at least
Luke,
I-
quit killing stuff.
Ow!
I'll stop
Sorry,
shooting
Wizard's
stuff.
Friar. I can't help it. I'm
I gotta reset my
Maybe
lurk
Sal's
ear.
That's short on them. Show Wizards Fire everything for you.
I will send you tell. Oh, I should have
might die in the
added.
process, but that's-
Shoot. What
Ooh,
was your
somebody just
tune's
got a
name?
tome.
Did I add you as a friend? I don't
You
know if
wanna
I
know how
did.
you can tell what's the most overpowered and what's the most underpowered class in the game? Go to the Moors, and whatever one you don't see is not the most overpowered class.
Nice.
Well, doesn't that assume that the Moors people know what they're doing, though?
It does, but
Ooh.
they do, so.
That's why they're
Correct. I shall go gather some.
Shoot.
With me,
I
gentlemen.
should have added
These people want
Mariners.
while I had the chance. Hey.
I think we can
chill
probably
out.
kill enough on the way out now, so
Okay, I need
let's
to leave.
start heading back to the entrance.
What's everyone's favorite class here?
I have convinced myself that Captain is my favorite class, but to be honest, when I play Björning, I kind of feel more in the groove with the Björning than I do with the Captain.
My favorite is Mini.
I played my minstrel for 12 years. She has 1 year, 9 months playtime, but now I can't play her again. I don't know why I can't get back.
Well, it's been reworked, right? A lot of the
Well,
classes
that's
have
true.
been reworked.
I'm a blue line hunter maiden. I'm really afraid of the rework.
You're doing a Goshul, huh?
I don't want to shoot them all because I've already got mine. I'm trying to save all of you guys.
I think probably at this point everybody has theirs, so we can just.
I can actually get the rest of them all over your thing.
Yeah.
Well, then they're dead.
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 All dead.
Great work.
Very, very good. I'm gonna try and make my river hop. I want to make my bear in Blender because that's actually one of the things that sparked me to do that, because the textures of the fur drive me nuts. I think they
I'm
could do
assuming
so much
Scary
better.
is next.
Yep. Scary.
It is really scary.
Do we have to
I
go
mean,
into
it's
the other
certain
goblin
ages
camp?
where the children ghost howl thingies.
Yeah, if you listen to the sounds, it is a little creepy.
Like you
I
hear the
assume that's what we're
children
doing.
playing.
So speaking of 3D and Lotro, I kind of came at it from an opposite direction. I had a project where I wanted to do a surface that represented part of Lotro. So I actually went around and did a bunch of lock commands and then converted those into coordinates and then made a mesh out of it. Made a fine mesh out of it.
Wow.
But the trouble with that is it doesn't, when you do that, it doesn't show anything above your level, right? Because you run into a structure and you can't go up above the structure. And so it's kind of a very distorted view. But for my purposes, I just wanted to calculate distances, like geodesic distance from one point to another. So I never finished that project, but it was an interesting thing. I have a mesh that represents the Thorin's Gate area.
Well, like I said before, if you ever want to work on anything, my dream is to be able to at least have a character that can throw fireballs and stuff.
Are we gonna grab the spider quest when we go in?
Sure we can. Yeah, and we can swing by the quest giver on the way back. So if you want to pick up the spider quest, it's completely optional, but spiders in the quarry.
No
Tell if
quests.
you want to work on anything.
No questing in the Shire.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now I have like a queue of maybe, a dozen things that's ahead of that project. So I don't know when I'll be able to get to it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
always have several projects in the works.
Yeah, it's been about a year and a half, maybe 2 years since I did any projects in Blender. It's quite upsetting really because I managed to get to partner on YouTube doing Blender tutorials, my own Blender tutorials, and then life hit me and I couldn't do any more. I haven't been able to do anything since then. They took partner away from me.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't think they did that.
Yep. If you don't
They
produce
used to
any,
do that?
yeah. If you don't
Maybe
meet,
splitting out a bit.
if you don't meet the view requirements, the 4,000 average view requirements constantly, and it's because you haven't been adding content over a certain period of time, they will revoke partner status.
It's frustrating with. I hear things that where YouTube is good for some things. Someone yesterday mentioned to me Kick. I just don't know if I have the mental capacity to do all of them. The
Ooh.
cover's really freaky because it's as big as me, almost.
Oh, are we not going inside?
That's one thing I wish you could do in the Moors is bring in cosmetics. But it would last a while.
Yay, more lag. That's just what you needed, right?
I just cleaned up my hard drive and I am like it's night and day from what it was.
Looks like we're getting some respawns now.
You're slightly ahead of the curve.
Yep.
Yes.
Pause for a bit.
I got a bunch at the top of the hill here.
Oh, okay.
I shall wait. They're gonna chew on me a little.
I'm 10 out of 40. Hey CJ, my store doesn't lag anymore. Apparently it wasn't a game, it was just my hard drive.
No.
Oops.
I'm just auto
one
attacking.
one terrible lag that I get is whenever I do the options panel. But I've been told that that's because my user preferences.ini is all messy and convoluted. If I were to just like wipe that and recreate it, probably it would speed up the options. But every time I close my options panel, I have to wait a few seconds before I get control back in the game.
Wow.
I don't
You
know if
what?
others
There
have
is an
experienced
exploit.
that.
There's an exploit in Mars that is known where the creeps will open the external door to know what opponents are fighting, so they lay out more than they do. It's actually an old exploit.
It's rude.
Yeah.
Wood.
Very rude and very cheating.
That's another.
It's not just creeps that do it. It happens on both sides.
No, I know. That's one
It's
thing
probably
you
the
have.
same people doing it on both sides, to be honest with you.
22 out of 40. That little corgi is riding that like snake. That's even weirder.
We got a 150
Is
in
it-
the house.
Is it a
Two
snake on a
150s in the
plane
house.
or a plane on a snake?
Are we still doing this? Because I'm 22 out of 40.
Yep. Yeah, I'm only 10 out of 40, so we're out of sync,
25 out of 40.
but not terribly out.
It's funny, they're spawning, most of them are spawning right behind this guy. I'm just dabbing them, I'm dabbing them as they spawn.
Someone sent me a text the other day that there was literally a flight that was delayed because there was a snake on the plane.
Is this an emotional support snake?
Now that's a heck of a concept.
Well, someone brought in an emotional support alligator. I mean,
Wait, what?
I want to bring my emotional support Balrog.
you never
That's
heard of
that's
that?
almost-
No, that's actually been a story. It's a real thing. Someone did bring a long time ago. an emotional
That's almost like the guy who robbed a Wendy's in Florida with an alligator.
That 42-foot
Florida
anaconda.
man.
It's just my support animal.
But yeah, that's why that's why male people do not
By the
Yeah,
cave,
that's
I've got
hard.
about a half dozen of them.
I'm trying to get them. I got short little legs. How did everybody's pets do with the board?
Well, I thought I had 39 out of 40, but it's
I had
36.
33.
36.
I need 4 more.
On the top of the hill here.
It's my emotional support, pneumococcus virus. Well, is that a living thing? I guess there's the debate as to whether viruses are living things.
That one
Well,
Australian.
there are some, because some of the vaccines you get are live.
That one
Well, they
Australian.
call them
in,
they call them live, but I don't know. They're live in the sense that they mimic the functions of the actual virus. But I think there's a broader debate over whether viruses actually conform to the definition of life,
Well,
because they're kind of
not-
like little robots, self-replicating robots. They're not really
Spider
live in the normal sense.
I need one more. All I know
Yeah,
is
there'll be-
we work
I love doing the little barrel rolls.
autoimmune people that are compromised can't survive.
There'll be that one Australian in economy class sitting there going, it's my support redback spider.
Well, that's one way to get extra leg room. No one will want to sit next to you. Wait, I feel like the guy from that movie. What was that? Hey, you guys, I'm trying to get up.
The secret to getting more leg room is extra legs.
many
And eyes.
big as legs as you can get.
They're getting really bad with any animal because they want you to basically shove them under the seat, and I couldn't fit my Uggs under the seat, so I don't. It's hard to travel with pets now.
All right. I'm at 37 of 40, and probably my group is at that too, so I think we can start heading out.
I dinged ages ago.
Yeah, we are out of sync, which is not surprising when we have this many people.
And short legs.
Man, Harvest Flies is gonna be kind of annoying.
Blame it on Lutz. He runs in there and kills everything for our group first.
I'm missing nearly everything. By the time I get wound up on my ability, it's already dead.
Wait. Okay, that. So the person who has the corgi and the snake, you have that extra pet. Oh, like, how do you have that? Or you two just unfollow with the pets?
Yeah. It's 2 people.
Yeah, the
follow.
corgi and the snake
running
are
together.
separate.
Oh, no, I'm so this pet.
I thought you were talking about a real life for a second.
No, it's the snake and the corgi.
I'm bringing
All
Cola
thinking
out.
that corgi's
Well,
gonna
last
be
I
the
knew we were
snake's
talking about
dinner.
snakes, corgis, and spiders on airplanes. So
No, I'm talking about the one that's going behind.
Somebody
the
has to find the path on.
Lions
Yeah,
and
no,
tigers are
we're-
pairs. Oh,
Oh, it's
my.
Brewster. Oh, somebody else does too.
if only we got XP for these.
I had to get on my foot.
A few people have it on.
No, to answer the question there, I don't think that's leafy feed. I think that's a piece of equipment that's giving a speed buff, but it's only a 5% speed buff.
Yeah, it's no, that's me speed buffing. Probably. I've got hunters.
I was going to say, I seem to have burst of swiftness, and I've no idea where it came from.
Do we have 100?
Somebody has find
Oh,
the
yes,
path.
actually, we do. We do have someone who find that because, yeah, that's going to be a bit of an issue because it means people are going to be moving at different speeds. So who that would be?
Don't we have hunters in every group?
And that group has 3 hunters in it.
Great.
They're probably all red hunters, though.
I'm telling you, I have it on. It's probably me. I just figured we had hunters in every group. We'd all be using it.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
Well, another thing that happens when you have find the path is if anybody falls behind that isn't a hunter, just a little bit, and they get outside of the buff radius,
There
then they
is
just
that.
fall. They fall further
They're
and further
cooked.
behind.
That's
So-
probably what's happening to
I
me.
I tend to stop though. Like I get ahead a little bit and then I stop because I have to refocus and other things as well.
Oh, it's the hunter in your group. I see.
If I didn't have it on, honestly, I'd be.
I can let me see what group I'm in. I am in a different group from that.
One thing we do in the Moors sometimes is we do all class raids. And a long time ago, I helped run a all champion raid, and we lagged so bad, nobody could get a skill up. It was so bad, and I was the only healer for the group.
Was that because of the AOE animations, or
Yeah,
what
and
was the
so
deal?
when they're and so when the Moors lag, that's a lot of it. Is that there's so many people trying to get animation cuts off that it just gets
Oh.
rammed, you know. So that's a lot where the lag comes in. There's other things too.
So you go from Shing Shing to Shing Shing.
I wonder where that warg that hangs out
Shing.
here is.
And there's lag, you're most likely going to be a dead warg.
Yeah, wardens. It gets a little higher with the lag and on a warden.
Anyway, everybody
Only time I
should
ever
have
played
their
my ward
type
out
of
there
fire
is-
and
I played
I have
in
13 out of
what's it
60.
called?
39 out of 60.
28 out of 60.
But I also got here later, so you might have killed.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah,
you can-
we killed a few on the way
bunch
to
of
the
other sides.
bog.
It doesn't matter if you want to go ahead. and take it.
Well, I'm still 20 or 34 out of 60. so-
Well, yeah, I'm 22.
All right, let's
I'm
go back
surprised
up to
there
the
aren't no
wall.
people with the Valars on sale.
Oh,
Usually
back to
there's
the
a lot
wall?
of people grinding.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we need to head back up to the wall here. For those who
Now
are
back to
lagging
the wall.
behind on the feed.
I'm 29 out of 60.
55 out
We
of
normally
60.
go around in circles, don't we?
Does Shire Explorer only have two
We've got
deeds in
respawns up
it?
here.
Someone over there fighting them, is that one of ours? No.
Yeah, I'm getting eaten by them.
Right, it's you.
I'm
Oopsie.
gathering them up.
Okay, that's wolves done.
Wizard's Fire. Wizard's
I think they were more gathering you up.
That may be true.
I think my group is done.
They were definitely
I am
gnawing
at
on
45
Yeah, yeah,
out
we're
of
done.
60. I'm at 45
That's good.
But like I said, if you want to go somewhere else, I'm not going to be in sector.
Well, I'm only at 47 of 60, so you're not too much different.
Lutz, quit killing things. Let the other groups get 'em.
It ain't me.
Yeah, if your group is done, then there's no need to kill anything. Leave it for us.
There's a couple more on me.
I should put this schedule for Slayer dates. It's at 1:15 Eastern time, or
2 p.m. server time / EDT, or yeah, EDT.
should add that.
I think I
Like
left it
another
pretty
group chat.
generic. I think I left it generic on the image because the streamer gets to choose, and if we have someone other than Goshel, they may
Ew,
choose a different
poutine.
time. So I left it somewhat open, but it has been typically 2 p.m.
We are slayering today.
because Goshel has been very consistent about being the streamer. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Gosha.
Routine's important.
Pyroning and mail delivering. Maybe after we're all done here, I'll do those just to say we completed them, you know? Maybe even do some quests to finish the meta deed.
Well, I did put a
Yeah,
blurb
that was on Discord. Somebody put a clip of the concert they're currently at. I'm assuming it's Norwegian death metal because it sounded like very, very shouty music.
Oh, I killed the stove. I need one more ward.
one more wolf. Okay.
Sorry, we
Listen,
called
if you
them
want to
wards.
work, it's up inside there.
Yeah, there's
There
a lot
are
of people
some
here.
wolves over in the field.
A lot of
by
the
the
same
room that
people
we
as
can
last
hardly
week,
get
too.
by.
If it's only one more, we'll get it over.
Oh,
by
that's
our
true.
room.
Yeah, that's true. There are.
Nope, there
a
it
few
is. I got
wolves.
it.
So if you've only got one or two more, we
I
can
got
pick
it.
them up over there.
Wait, the group went over this way.
Yep, we're headed down to stock.
Don't you do the tower over here?
Well, we swing by stock for the stable master, and then we head down to the tower. And also, for those who are interested in graphics anomalies, there's one here
can't say
somewhere.
it doesn't exist. No.
I lost you.
If you look at Goshel's stream, usually Goshel can. Oh no, Goshel can't, but Lutz can.
Everybody else can see it except little old me.
I posted pictures of it.
Yeah, but I still can't see it. So all I have is the
Oh.
is the what's his name?
Here he is.
Sasha Baron Cohen. What's his character called? Ali G's response to that, but I can't say that anymore.
So if you're looking at Lutz's stream, like in the upper kind of left-ish side, up
You
there,
can't see it at every
Right up there.
angle,
There's
There you go.
but
there's this weird lit hobbit hole window that's just floating in midair.
It's
Have you
cloaking
guys-
technology, and that's the only
Secret
bit that's
tunnel.
visible.
If you guys want to see interesting bugs, one of the most interesting bugs in the moors was the flying bug. And so you would hear the splashing sound, and it's usually over by Lugazag, and you go on there, and as soon as you hear this, you went up in the sky, and you could fly around the whole map. Like literally, you'd be flying. You'd fly all the way around the. Is that still a thing, CJ?
Yeah, it happened to me just about 2 weeks ago.
And
You're
so,
running
like,
around. You're running around. It sounds like you step in a puddle, and then all of a sudden you're floating.
It's like a swimming bug, but yeah, you go. It's like Willy Wonka and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when you go into that bubble machine. Kind of what it's like.
has anyone else ever gotten the jumping glitch?
Yep. Here we go to the stock tower, and parkour is optional. Mounted parkour is also optional.
Are we gonna go
Parkour
get
is
the
never
field down there?
optional.
I forget the B word, whatever it's called.
Multiple times.
Bam for long.
Yeah.
Wee.
And off to the farm.
There's this one combat bug that's annoying that they haven't fixed in the Moors that gets everybody stuck. in
Sometimes you
combat.
can jump
Our
out of the
own
jumping
NPCs
glitch.
Shoot us in the tushy.
Uh,
My brawler killed one
Yeah,
of
they're
them.
traitor NPCs. You gotta watch
My-
that.
My brawler killed one of them because my nettle got it. It's the only way it died.
It's the only way you can attack them.
Mm-hmm. I guess
Yeah.
Orion did Orion do his thing? Was it this
Bam
week
for
or
long.
next week?
I think he did it this week. I didn't watch it, but I think he did. I think the title of it was that Orion was the cave troll.
Yeah, Orion's play was cave troll. Yeah.
All right, so now
But does that mean he turns to stone in the sunlight?
possibly. Now I always have a struggle here. How do I
How can you tell the
get
difference?
where we need to go without scraping people off on a fence? Do I go
Go through the
round
field.
and?
Follow
to the
the
field of
hobbit.
corn.
Go around. There's a little bridge. that
Oh,
goes
there's a
over
gap
water.
in the fence. Okay.
No, what
I
you
see.
do is you just go off a cliff and you make it, and they don't, and that's more fun. There was this one time in the Mars where this new kin was out there, and they all went out there to PvP as a kin, and they were doing okay. And then the leader went and decided to jump off a cliff by himself, and he died.
Big
But
yawn.
all because
Okay.
they all died. They all went off the cliff.
Well,
My arm
that was
hurts.
interesting.
Scratch what I said about questing after that.
I went back on follow to Egg Arthur, and I ended up sliding down the cliff because he was behind me.
They jinxed you.
Anyway, I'm going AFK for a couple minutes. I'm gonna go check on the kids,
Okay.
make sure
Hopefully
that
nothing's
the
burned
fire
down.
hasn't started again.
We celebrate our independence by burning things.
My arm actually really hurts. I don't know why it's happening to me all of a sudden.
I celebrated mine by going.
we celebrate ours, but never mind.
Oh, come on, you gotta finish.
Hey, well, look on the bright side. You got to be independent of us.
Well, see, I've got a theory on that. I think the war only started because we were too damn polite to kick you out of the Empire. And we started a war with you just so that we could let you win. And save face.
Like that.
I also believe that you're the queen of denial.
Absolutely.
I see what you did there.
I've never even been to the Nile.
Oh, why did we come over here? Are we not going to continue Harvest Flies? Are we going to come back?
Well, basically, the reason that we swing out this way is because there are a few harvest flies, but we have to kill some time to wait for the respawns anyway.
I
So we
usually
might as
kill
well.
time by killing brigands.
Yeah, that people are going to get lost and confused if we do that. So we just,
advanced already.
yeah, we. How did you get? You got advanced harvest? As well?
Yeah, 4 out of
Harvest
40
fly?
on advanced harvest flies.
I'm at 4 out of 40.
Wow.
040.
That's
but
weird. Yeah, I mean, there are a fair number here, like maybe half a dozen.
I got
But then we just swing out, swing back, and then continue on with the respawns.
And I've been on I've been sort of semi AFK. I think. So how the hell's that happened?
somebody in your group killed stuff.
Are you attracting flies?
He's got those.
Well,
Are you guys excited about the new expansion coming?
Do we know anything about the new expansion? I
No,
don't.
It's just gonna be this year or something.
Yeah, well, I think they've said that
probably
it's going to be
November.
continuation in Harad, right? I mean, we know at least that much, I think.
I would like a different area. But
Well, we had dwarf areas for quite a bit,
Tired of, yeah, I'm tired of North Area.
and so people are like, oh my god, please, anything but dwarves. So they're like, okay, then how about we do like southern desert jungle type stuff? And they're like, oh great, and now it's like, oh, we're sick of this.
well, every time I jump off a house, I get Aladdin
After
song
4
stuck in my
years,
head.
or 2 years rather.
You know, when he's running away from the being caught, and he's flying over and stuff.
One thing I'm surprised they haven't done yet is like the retaking of the Shire.
Well, what they've said about that is, since that is the last major event, that they'll probably do that when they're about to shut down the game.
Oh no.
So that would
So I
be a
hope we
sad
never
thing.
get that.
If we saw that announced, that might be a very sad thing. They're kind of saving that, I think. They probably already have some storyboards and maybe even some code for that, but I think they're saving it because it is kind of the end of things.
Well, the story itself is, I mean, that's written. I'm sure. Like, Token wrote that story.
I mean, after that, you have like the wedding, which they've already done. You have people leaving for the uttermost west, you know, the Grey Havens, all that stuff. But in terms of major events, the Scouring of the Shire is kind of it. So I think they're sitting on it.
I would love to be able to go to Linden
Has
and the Grey
TD still been
Havens.
around?
Who?
TD, the
Yeah, I think I've
Yeah,
seen
she's still
TD
about.
within the last few weeks.
They have to do the Slayer Saturday.
There's a creep named TD Growls, and I wonder if I know he's got a spider. They got a spider, but I don't know if they have a ward too.
Well, that's either TD or someone making fun of TD.
I hope it's not somebody impersonating TD.
Nana.
Somebody in combat from
Huh?
the wolves.
Carrie,
We're being followed.
go away. Shut the door.
My staff looks like a toothpick.
Huh?
My staff looks like a toothpick. On my
Pick it. Go away. Shut the door.
I just finished.
Ooh, we got it.
Yeah, same here.
I've got 5 more. Should be able to finish up on this pass.
But that map does go on my foot.
wonder what newbies think of this when they come up here and they're questing and they see loud people.
Yeah. So what's going on?
Did you ever like die? Like I fell through the floor many times in like Mordor in Minas Morgul, and I ended up in Archit, dead. Have you ever done that where you fell through the floor and like then you spawned at Archit?
Never happened to
Yeah,
me.
I've had that a few times. I think what happens is you fall through and then it sends you to an area that's like doesn't really exist. Yeah, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to count this as a dangerous revive, and so they then resurrect you at your racial starting area, as if you went to some place that was like 30 levels above you.
Well, it's
Someone
gotta
has
be
PS
weird.
Place is empty.
It's gotta be weird seeing just
Yeah.
a dead person in the
All
center
right,
of
Ro.
town, though, if you're a newbie and you never played the game, and you're like, why are they dead there?
It looks like somebody else is killing these.
Yeah, it looks like we have some competition.
Kill them all.
They have competition now.
Good,
There's
good.
like 40 of us.
Let's just go on auto follow on them and we'll have a conga line.
Freak them out.
A lot of times, if you find yourself falling through the map, if you're mounted and you dismount, then that will reset.
Oh, that's a. I don't know
So
how
you
I
can
was
stop
selecting
the
a player.
falling that way.
Not if you're falling through the floor in Minas Tirith, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't always work, but a lot of times it does.
Were any of you around with when Marthira met
When who did?
Marthira?
Oh, no. That sounds like fun.
Well, it wasn't fun for the Creed, but it was fun for the Creed.
And there's only orcs in here.
The devs, the GMs had an event where they would take Marthriel and her minions, so it was GM controlled, and she would go in randomly.
I have to itch my
and,
ear.
Kill us at her whim. I don't know how long that went on for, but that was something
They
did
do know about the shortcut. I figured they would.
long time ago. We should do it again, but not when they're taking my keep.
These
Yeah,
guys
it
want to
seems-
think the Turbine used to do.
Sounds
Sure,
like
Ryan,
the
you can
devs
do
used
fun
to have
stuff.
more fun back in the day. Nowadays, it seems like it's just a grind for them.
They're not allowed to anymore. Do any of that.
Well, yeah, I wonder why. Could it be because of favoritism or...
Yeah, that's exactly why, to be perfectly honest. They gave people stuff they weren't supposed to give them. And
Mm-hmm.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Exactly. I was thinking exactly the same.
yep.
It just got a bit longer. Methyl Stage, the Great
That's always
Willow,
the reason for it, if you think about
and
it.
Old
Whenever-
Odo's Leaf Farm.
Whenever you lose something that was cool.
We also had one of the first stress tests. They usually use the moors for an example because that's the leggiest area and that's the most defined and that's where the most people are in one place. And I was so mad. They had this giant hobbit come in and I crashed and I couldn't get back into the circle. I missed the
They're
giant
ahead of the
hobbit.
spawns.
Okay. You know, sometimes I wonder what Violet Underwood thinks of us, or Underhill, or whatever her name is. Like, we pass her like 3 times, and we don't even lift a finger to try and save her. And she's like, boy, these people are just jerks.
Yeah.
Well, if she didn't just wander off by herself, she wouldn't have been in that mess in the first
I'll
place.
tell
It's
you what,
all her fault.
I've saved her from that container at least 7 times, and she keeps ending up back in there. So as far as I'm concerned, she can stay in there now. She can go back.
There's some people getting ahead.
That's one thing I did miss from Turbine was they had all these extra activities they did, like to interact and engage. And I know SSG is trying to do it now online and stuff, but these were actually events.
I just realized that we're just resetting, right?
Sorry, I get Wizard Fire happy.
No, I'm not doing Peregrine only on stream. Just for
Also,
today.
brigands down here with the half orcs. A few of them.
I am 60 now.
I'm mostly
Well,
just trying to wrap
I'm
up
only
everything that
25 out
I
of 30,
started
so
working
I'm way
on.
behind.
Wow.
A Hobbitkin, ooh. Well, I'm pretty much finishing everything that I started during the
Say my
subathon, so I've got
finished the
like
basic,
different milestone
Brigand's Lair
incentive
ages ago.
streams, and also the last
Yep.
couple of wheel spin
Was anyone
things,
else on the
and
player council way back then?
things like that.
Before my time, for sure.
After I take a break when I hop off here, I'm gonna ask
I heard it wasn't
to
very
see if
effective, though.
it's
No,
pumpkin
it
panic
was
time
it was like a closed,
later today.
where everybody just complained about stuff.
And then I have a couple more things on the agenda and in the schedule.
I was there. I met Sapiens and stuff. Actually, I
I'm gonna do
I
some
miss Sapiens.
dating on Everantha tomorrow.
don't ever talk to Sapiens about politics,
Yeah.
because I had him on my Facebook page, and yeah, don't talk to him about politics.
Did we not go down back the hill again?
No, I think we kind of skipped it.
Was it Sapiens that always used the TM after things? In forums
Trademark
and
symbol.
things.
But when I saw him at PAX one year, there were no more buttons for one of the prizes or things, and he went in the back room and got me a button.
Cool.
Do we have people lagging behind again? Or are they running ahead?
I think
We're
they ran ahead because I'm running through all the
Definitely
mobs that we
right.
should have now picked up.
Yeah, we need to stick together if everybody's going to get credit for stuff.
Yep, that's why I
So
stopped.
yeah, because we didn't go down the hill, you missed a whole bunch of respawns. But they'll be there for this time round, I guess.
We've got some that are coming to get us.
I'm with the sun. We learned that in the Moors. You're not with the sun, you get eaten.
Sorry, I was just looking at my tentative schedule again.
Okay, down the hill.
I'm not worried about getting eaten.
Now.
We must have gotten all this though, because there's none here.
The last time around, most of us skipped this. I don't know if some people went down here,
I
but
did.
most of us skipped it. I'm at 13 of 60. You guys are probably almost finishing, huh?
35.
I must have missed that.
38.
Okay.
YOLO.
Is that someone jumping off a cliff or what?
We've got somebody way behind back there.
Oh wait, should I not be killing all these things then?
Cabin, not killing.
Well, I'm only getting it
I
with
mean,
one
somebody's gotta
wizard's
go,
fire, but I don't want to run it out of the range.
That's why I'm just like auto attacking. Okay, we summon. Turn
Sorry. 10 minutes ago.
I'm thinking about doing something, but I don't know if I should do it, but I'm thinking about doing it.
Thinking of making a plugin.
I maybe shouldn't say what I'm thinking about doing if I'm not gonna do it, or even if I do.
Buff, you know, your debuffs on your character and stuff come up so you can actually see them.
I keep trying to clear my wounds and it's
Oh,
Does buff bars not allow you to scale those icons?
I haven't used
buff
them
bars
in a while.
is a maintained it.
So how is everybody doing on their count?
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm at 32 of 60.
I need 2 more.
I might.
Let me take a look here. I thought maybe buff bars could do that. Now, buff bars doesn't put those debuffs on your character vitals, but it has a separate display for that. But I think you can scale it. I'd have to look.
Okay. Where I'm done, I'm heading back down the hill.
Yeah, I'll do the same. I'll just wait by the
Yeah,
by
same
the
here.
water. That way I'm not taking up accidentally or otherwise.
Yeah, if
I
you're,
might
if
have
you're
done
close
it.
to finishing, remember there's a bunch of motos.
I might have to do more,
Just
so it didn't.
we can all meet up and then just finish it up at Odo's.
That's the only thing we got.
But we'll see.
The only slayers we
Well,
have, yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have the neutral stage and the great Fiddle as well.
Do any of you?
Yeah, if we're done, we can come over here so we're not interfering with you guys who need more.
We'll just stand guard and not let anybody else go in there.
I don't know if it had the effect that I thought it would.
That are like over 120.
Yeah,
I
a bunch.
really want it. I'm willing to pay like 1,000 gold.
I think I need to turn up Alzi.
Runs for
You want Spectral Visitor
I've been trying to get a spectral
from Anvil.
Oh, well, yeah, we ran Anvil with Big Ed's group a few weeks ago. Although I don't know if we can convince Big Ed to do it again because it was kind of painful.
Well, we ran it.
But
with
yeah, I mean,
but we couldn't get
Do it on level or
no, we were somewhat over level. We were like 10 levels over or something. But we were also short-handed, so it was
we just
somewhat
went up to
challenging.
the third boss a couple days ago with 4 people. So we just need a few more people. That's what
Okay, well maybe I can bring one of my 150s or my 147 or
I've been trying to get
my
that forever.
my 145 or my etc. etc.
Yeah, I think the only issue I worry about is now trophies
there's
go
Big
into your
Cheese.
taxidermy thing automatically in your wallet, so you can't necessarily share them.
No, I just pay people to take me through it so I can get the thing.
A lot of them, once you get the trophy and you take it to the taxidermist, it makes it tradable.
Or doesn't.
At least with the fish ones, it does.
I don't know if the Spectral Visitor. 'cause my
Yeah,
friend gave me
most of the
one.
time the raid ones don't though. The raid ones come bound to character, well, bound to account anyway.
I think it was mostly down
Not
here.
sometimes character, sometimes account.
I mean, the other thing you can do, of course, is if you know somebody and trust them, you could have them place it in your house.
I had that, but then we transferred servers.
Yeah, that kind of screwed up that arrangement, didn't it?
And
No,
can't
I
look at
ate the
all
last
these.
big chunk of smoked Gouda cheese.
You guys caught up?
Well, I'm at 58 of 60, so we'll easily
Yeah,
finish
oh.
it.
Yeah. I think there's at least 1 or 2 on the road even.
Oh, someone killed some more, and we finished it.
Please.
Where?
Okay, we're getting strung out.
Well, I think we're the ones that don't have the climb path.
Brister, why are you killing innocent wildlife?
I see definitely at least 1.
Oh my god.
Oh, no,
Y'all
it's-
excited about the hunter changes and the bird changes?
It's a bloodbath.
Bird changes are going to castrate the bird, so no, I'm not.
I need to look into that because my main's a Berg, and I haven't looked
People
at
aren't
that
happy
yet.
with the bird. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, the bird changes are bad. They're taking away almost everything that makes a bird a bird. The only
Right.
thing they're leaving us with is stealth.
Okay.
We're giving you
They're
stealth
taking-
and nothing to use it for.
They're taking away ready and able.
It's actually
That
goes
makes
there.
sense.
But
We're
my
taking
rep
away
went
ready
up.
and able.
Yeah, taking away ready and able. Taking away.
They're not taking away hips, are they?
There's a longer cooldown, isn't there?
They're adding they're lengthening the cooldown to it.
So what are they giving us instead?
Nothing.
Two things: diddly and
I
squat.
could say I could say something, but that would be inappropriate.
You don't want to
on my
get him
stream, so-
going on it, but
So
I
then
would,
the burglar is now a champion with less
Yep, pretty much
skill, less ability, and a bit of stealth.
they didn't want Frodo to survive at all. That's what they're saying.
they're taking away a bunch of their. You have to read it. I mean, like I said, it's a complete castration of the bird, in my opinion. It makes it so. I mean, it just ruins the class. It was unique at one point, in a great class, and now it's.
I don't even think it's. You know how they said the
Crap.
mini and all these others are like a relearning curve. I don't even think it's a relearning curve. I just think they're chopping it at the bit.
I think they're eventually just trying to make it so that they can put the game on console. Is what they're doing. They're trying to dumb down all the classes so to the point where they can put it on console.
Yeah, I don't think the devs are into that. The management might want to do that, but I don't think the devs will stand for it. I mean, that's a whole different mentality.
I gotta catch up.
I don't think the devs have a choice, to be honest with you. I mean, the people with the money pretty much dictate what happens. You know what I mean? So if they say
Yeah,
do
and-
this, we want it to be this. That's what it's got to be.
There's been people screaming we need it on console for years. So
But there's been also probably at least as many people saying, how on earth are you going to preserve the spirit of the game and port it to consoles? It's just like completely incompatible.
They're
At this
not.
point,
That's,
they
Is
that's
there-
why
oh, the
they-
methyl
Mobile
stage.
app.
Doing to it.
I feel like they're trying to turn it into a mobile app, which half of Turbine, when they got laid off, went to do mobile apps. Yay!
There we
should
go.
take a picture?
Everybody should have all of the Slayer deeds and all of the exploration
Here we
deeds.
go, big
This is
finish.
a good place for a
I
picture.
just got to go get my founding grit quest done. And then
Well, if anybody does want to take a picture, I can turn my sun off. Cheese.
It's a good place.
I'm gonna start my raid so that I can get ready
Except we're
for
facing in all
whatever
different
else I'm gonna be
directions.
doing
That's
today.
110 points we got for that.
Oh, we're just
Okay.
missing CJ,
That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm doing founding grit.
You don't have any pictures?
We already did a picture. I already got a picture.
I can't. Should I raid into Goshular Loots or should I raid into Aubrey?
I was not smart and I bought a premium house on Angmar, then I stopped playing in Angmar. And I
Maybe
have to
I'll
wait
raid
till
into
150 to get
Aubrey.
Actually, probably 100.
Stop.
The secret thing I won't tell you about, and maybe you've already done, yet we don't know. I don't think you'll ever know,
We are
alas.
getting
Maybe
10
I
more
shouldn't have
levels
said anything about it.
this fall, and it's not.
They
It
said
hasn't really
150
panned out the
would
way
be
I
able
wanted it to. Or thought that it would.
Well, I think paid
So I think-
transfers are offered
I'm gonna quit while
long
I'm
before
ahead.
you get to the level cap.
And I'm gonna go ahead and raid into
They
Aubrey.
were offered for Treebeard.
You might
before-
see me again later for
before,
Pumpkin Panic.
Well, before the 64-bit migration started, there were paid transfers for Treebeard.
That's because Treebeard has been dying for almost a year.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, what, if you paid for that transfer, you would have buyer's regret because then they opened up free transfers.
I don't know what time Pumpkin Panic is gonna be. It's just gonna be if it happens, it'll happen.
Anyway,
It
has
might
been
not.
Interesting today,
We'll
guys.
see.
Yeah, even with the legs off, we actually did the deeds in the 19.
Speaking of we'll see, I'll see you guys
Thank you again,
around,
I got
whether
off
it's
for
later
running it.
tonight or tomorrow.
Thank you. It was
Yeah,
Thanks
it's
for
been a pleasure.
stopping by.
And thanks everyone for joining.
Yep.